Thank you for joining me. This is a created franchise on MLB The 20, The Show. The name of the created franchise is the BRONX Knights. I've always wanted to create a team. I'm a New York Yankees fan. Made sense to do BRONX Knights. Didn't want to erase the Yankees from Major League Baseball. So I got rid of the Houston Astros and put the BRONX Knights in their place in the American League West. As you can see from the standings, the Knights are in first place, 44-24. 8-game lead over the Seattle Mariners. Let's kick this game off. So it's a third game in a 3-game set against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Won the first 2 games, 14-4 and 4-3, trying to sweep them. Let's sweep them. Play game. Okay. Play full game. Away. Angel Stadium, clear skies, Brendan, and let's rock and roll. It's 1 second. I'm going to step away from the camera for just a minute. I'll be right back. I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Major League Baseball here at the Angel Stadium of Anaheim. This American League West matchup between the Knights and the Angels. On the mound for the Angels is George Kirby, making his 14th appearance of the season. His record is 3-6 with a 5.13 earned run average. Leading off for the Knights is Max Lukulich, hitting .330, 2 homers, 17 runs batted in. He also has 22 doubles and high and tight, ball 1.
First pitch, 12:35.
Might have close to 20 stolen bases too. And he slaps it, but right there is the right fielder who makes the catch for out number 1. Starting lineup for the Knights. Max Lukulich is in center, Don Mattingly is at first, Chris Ramos at second, Michael O'Rourke in left, Jacob Salazar is at short, Benny LoCicero in right, Matt Saps is designated hitter, Matt Termini is the third baseman, and Anthony Millo is behind the plate. Don Mattingly, 313, 15 homers on the season here in June. And he jams him, pops him up. Right there is the shortstop who makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 away. Quick inning so far here in the top of the first.
The second baseman.
Chris Ramos hitting .380, 23 home runs, 58 runs batted in. Steps up, switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Kirby. And he breaks his bat. Pitcher fields, fires, and it is a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Kirby. Half an inning played, BRONX Knights nothing. Los Angeles Angels come into bat. On the mound for the Knights is Brendan Pizarski, making his 14th appearance on the mound, 4-3 with a 4.15 earned run average. And he gets to face the shortstop Jeremy Pena, 230 average, 3 homers, 19 runs batted in. First pitch from Pizarski. Pulls it foul for strike 1. Grounds it down to third base line, backhanded by Termini, long throw, and there's 1 away. Nice play by Matt Termini at third. Starting lineup for the Angels, Jeremy Pena at shortstop, J.J. Bleday is in right, Nolan Arenado is at third, Domingo Santana is the center fielder, Matt Beatty at first, Sam Hillier in left, Jahmai Jones at second, Luis Campusano is the catcher, and I have no idea who is batting ninth. So Bleday steps up with 1 out. Checks his swing, but it's a called first strike. He's hitting .270 on the season. BRONX Knights with 20 games over 500 for first place in the AL West. Count is 0-1 on Bleday. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 down here in the top of the first. Here's the replay.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan.
So Nolan Arenado, third baseman, 258, 13 homers, 27 runs batted in. Up with 2 outs here in the first. Checks his swing at the knees for strike 1, 95 on the radar gun. Strike 2. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes on Arenado. Just low. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side is retired. 1 inning of baseball complete. There is no score here in Anaheim. Top of the second. Stepping to the plate is Michael O'Rourke, who plays left field for the Knights. He's hitting .339, 14 homers, 45 runs batted in. Low for ball 1. Outside, ball 2. Count is 2-0. Pitches inside. Count is 3 balls and no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not. Right down the middle for strike 1. So Kirby, hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. And walks him. Ball 4. So O'Rourke is at first with nobody out here in the top of the second. Up steps Jacob Salazar, hitting .351. 7 homers, 40 RBIs. He's in the midst of an 11-game hitting streak. And he skies it. Lazy fly ball to left field. And there's 1 away. Defense for the Angels in the outfield from left to right. It's Hilliard, Santana, and Blade. And in the infield is Nolan Arenado, Pena, Jahmai Jones, Beatty, and Luis Campusano behind the plate. Next up is Benny LoCicero. He has 60 RBIs to lead the team. And he's off. And it's a stolen base. No throw. Michael O'Rourke. So count is 1 ball and no strikes. And he slashes it foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Michael O'Rourke has 11 steals on the season. Inside 2-1. So runner in scoring position for LoCicero here with 1 out in the second. And he hits it high and deep. That is going to be foul. It's just going to be a long strike. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Benny. Look. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the second. O'Rourke leads off second. Here's the payoff pitch. And he fouls it back to stay alive. 96 on the radar gun. And here's the pitch. Just gets a piece of the fastball at the knees. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner leads off second here in the top of the second. And he golfs it. It is high and deep. It is gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 2-run home run, LoCicero's 15th of the season. And just like that, the Bronx Knights have a 2-0 lead here in the second. Hoo-wah. Boom. So 1 out here in the bottom. Check out top of the second. Matthew Saps steps to the plate. Takes strike 1 at the knees. He's hitting .264. 12 homers, 39 runs batted in. And he broke the plane. It's strike 2. Count is no balls, 2 strikes on Saps. Just misses the outside corner. Count is 1-2. Matt Saps is playing designated hitter today. Sometimes he plays shortstop. Fouls off the fastball. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kirby deals. 97 on the radar gun, fouled off. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Matthew. And he pulls its slicing foul. Swing and a miss at the slider, and there's 2 away.
Batting it, the third baseman, number 79.
Just disappeared. Nasty slider. So with 2 down, Matt Termini, the third baseman, steps up, hitting .296, 4 homers, 30 runs batted, and he takes a strike on the corner. He brings to the plate a 13-game hitting streak. High ball 1, count is 1-1 on Termini. Grounds it to his counterpart at third. Arenado throws across the diamond to retire the side. However, Benny LoCicero gives the Bronx Knights a 2-0 lead on this 2-run shot, his 15th of the season. And after an inning and a half of baseball, it's the Knights 2, the Angels nothing. Domingo Santana, 301, 13 homers, 33 runs batted in. Leads off the bottom of the second. Skies it to straightaway center. Lukelich is there. He makes the catch, 1 away. The defense for the Bronx Knights in the outfield from left to right is Mike O'Rourke, Max Lukelich, and Benny LoCicero. And in the infield from left to right, it's Matt Termini, Jacob Salazar, Chris Ramos, All-Star Don Mattingly, and Anthony Millo behind the plate. So next up is Matt Beattie, 214, 2 homers, 13 runs batted in. Steps up with 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Beattie. Grounds it weakly to the pitcher. Fields, fires, and there's 2 down. Sam Hilliard playing left field today. 275, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Part-time player. Steps in with 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Pizarski seems sharp today. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. So 2 innings of baseball. It's a 2-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Top of the third. The number 9 hitter, Anthony Millo, hitting .215. Steps to the plate. 3 homers, 23 runs batted in, playing catcher for the Knights. And he pulls it hard but foul. Strike 1. Down the third base line, sliding stop. Arenado across in time. And there's one out here in the top of the third. Nice play by Arenado.
Number 38.
So the lineup turns over. Max Lukelich, the center fielder, lined out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Steps up for his second plate appearance. Outside, ball 1. Okay, that stat is not correct, but fouls it back to the screen. 97 on the radar gun. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he bounces it at the mound. He bounces out of the crouch. Fires over to first. In time, 2 away. Nice play by the catcher, Campusano. Don Mattingly played for the New York Yankees in his career through the 80s and 90s. Steps up for a second plate appearance. Takes it inside for ball 1. He was the 1984 batting champion, 1985 American League MVP. Pulls it foul. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. One of my favorite players growing up, so. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Donnie Baseball. So he gets a spot on the squad. And he skies it to shallow center. Pena makes the catch. There's 2 away. Oh, I'm sorry. Check that. The side is retired. So, bottom of the third, Jahmai Jones, 216, 6 homers, 19 runs batted in, steps up. Grounds it to the first baseman Mattingly, who fields it himself. Bobbled it for a moment there, but stayed in front of it. Made the play. There's 1 away. Donnie Baseball won, I believe, 8 Gold Gloves in his career at first base. Luis Campusano, 238, 5 homers, 19 runs batted in. Steps in with 1 out. Grounds it past Don Mattingly at first and into right field. And it will be a 1-out single for Campusano. Here's the replay.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter,
So, next up, Colton Welker, 234, 5 homers, 8 runs batted in. Colton Welker, batting ninth. Pitches low, ball 1. My guess is that he's a designated hitter today. Ball 2, so it's the number 9 hitter. He's throwing him 2 balls instead of challenging him. And he pulls it foul, count is 2-1. Slicing foul, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes against Welker. Oh, he hits it high and deep. That is gone. A 2-run home run from Colton Welker. His 6th home run of the season. And this ball game is tied. Oof. Would have thought. Crowd is awake. Boom. Boom. Hits it the other way down the line, but into the seats. So we have a tie ball game here in the bottom of the third with 1 out. Jeremy Pena, leadoff man, steps in for his second plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. And he skies it to left. O'Rourke is there, and there's 2 away. J.J. Bleday struck out in the first. Steps in there with 2 outs. Fouls it off, strike 1. Lines it down the third base line. And there's 2 strikes on Bleday. Grounds it to Don Mattingly at first. Decides to take it himself for the final out here in the bottom of the third. So Colton Welker ties the ball game with a 2-run homer of his own, his 6th. At the end of 3 innings of play, it's 2-2. 2-2. Tied 2 apiece. Chris Ramos, leading the team with 23 homers, steps in for his second plate appearance against Kirby. And he fouls off the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Strike 1. He leads the team with hits. That I'm sure of. Checks it. It's high. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike on Ramos. Swing and a miss late on the backdoor slider. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he pulls it into the corner, and it is Gonzo, a line drive. Home run, a solo shot, his 24th of the season. And just like that, they have a 3-2 lead. Hooah! Love it. Love it. Here it comes. Boom. Line drive shot. Look at the low trajectory on that one. So, 3-2 lead. Michael O'Rourke steps in. He walked in the second inning. He takes ball 1 outside. No official at bat. Hitting .339 on the season. And he drives it deep himself. It is high and deep. It's Gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back home runs. His 15th of the season. And it's 4-2 Knights. We've gotten used to the antics. Yeah. Michael O'Rourke likes to go around the bases on his home runs in an original fashion. Yeah, exactly. So we're used to it at this point. So here's the replay. Back-to-back homers from Ramos and O'Rourke, and it's suddenly a 2-run ball game again. Jacob Salazar steps in. He flew out in the first. Check that. He flew out in the second. And he looks like he's going to fly out again as he skies it to center. Domingo Santana makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, number 37.
So next up, Benny LoCicero 1-for-1 with a 2-run homer. Steps in for second plate appearance. Oh, and he hit this one deep. It's got a chance. It is Gonzo. Oh, it's off. I'm sorry. Check that. That's Gonzo. That's his second home run of the game, a solo shot, his 16th of the year. And it's back-to-back-to-back home runs for the Knights here in the 4th. Let's watch this replay. 3 home runs in a row from the lineup. Wasn't sure. It was above that yellow line, so it's a home run, even though it didn't find its way into the bleacher seats. Bounced off the scoreboard. Matt Saps is up. Can they do 4 in a row?
Number 31.
Oh, he just pulls it foul. Hard but foul. Strike 1. Inside, ball 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Matthew Saps. Score is 5-2 here in the 4th. And he pulls it hard down the third base line. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Saps. 2-2. Checks the swing. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And he pops him up behind the plate, in front of the plate, actually. Campusano makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Matt Termini grounded out in the second. He's 0-for-1. He steps up with 2 outs in the 4th. Outside, ball 1. Fouls off the 98-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 1. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Termini. And he skies it to shallow center. Santana makes the catch to retire the side, but not before 3 back-to-back home runs gives the Bronx Knights a 5-2 lead. Yeah. Bottom of the fourth, Nolan Arenado steps to the plate. Struck out in the first. He's 0 for 1.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Out in front of this changeup, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Arenado. Inside ball 1, count is 1 and 2. And he skies it into the seats. Count will remain 1 and 2. Just gets a piece to stay alive. So it's the Knights leading 5-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody out. The pitch. A line drive to the right fielder. LoCicero races over to make the catch. 1 away.
The center fielder,
Domingo Santana's 0 for 1.
Domingo.
Steps up. He's playing center field today. And it's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fouls it off. Strike 2. Count is 0 and 2. 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Way out in front of the slider. He strikes out. And there's 2 away. Brendan Pizarski's 4th strikeout of the game. Let's see. He was expecting the fastball. Look how early he swings. He completely lost sight of the ball. So 2 down. Matt Beatty grounded out in the second. Steps in. High strike, but a strike nonetheless. It's 0 and 1. Salazar. Fields fires, got him. Nice play from the other side of second base. And at the end of 4 innings of play, it's 5-2. Bronx Knights. Top of the 5th. Second plate appearance for Anthony Millo. He's 0 for 1. There's a righty and a lefty warming in the Angels bullpen. Checks his swing. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. And he grounds it right back to the pitcher. Tosses over to first base for the first out here in the 5th. Nice reflexes by Kirby on the mound. So Max Lukulich, the leadoff man, steps in for his 3rd plate appearance. He is 0 for 2 today. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count is 1 ball and no strikes on Lukulich. And he pulls it foul. Count is 0 and 2. And he pops him up in the infield. He makes the catch 2 away.
The first baseman,
Don Mattingly popped up twice. He's 0 for 2. Steps in against Kirby for his 3rd plate appearance. Checks it inside ball 1. Oh, Don Mattingly is number 1 in the All-Star voting for first base. Outside ball 2. Count is 2 and 0. And he hits it deep. It's got a chance. It is caught at the warning track, and the side is retired. So, halfway through the 5th, it's still a 3-run lead for the Knights. They're winning 5-2. Bottom of the 5th. Sorry, Heidi, something wrong with your microphone. We're going to have to skip away from you so we can fix it. Sam Hilliard struck out in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. Steps in the bottom of the 5th to lead off. Fouls it off. Strike 1. Just off the plate, outside count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside corner, strike 2, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, check swing foul. Tip held on by the catcher, and that's a strikeout. There's 1 away. Jahmai Jones is 0 for 1. Steps in. Just misses. He wanted that pitch, but umpire called it a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes on Jones. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. Out in front of the fastball. Strike 1, counts 2 balls and 1 strike. Out in front of the changeup, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jones looks lost out there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 2 down. Jones is the 6th strikeout of the game for Buzarski. Let me see this again. So, catcher has a single and a run scored. Campusano is 1 for 1. Strike 1. Grounds it back through the box, and the catcher is now 2 for 2 as they have a base runner, a 2-out hit for Campusano.
Up next to the Angels, the designated hitter, Colton Welker.
So, the number 9 hitter, Colton Welker, is responsible for the 2 runs on the board for the Angels. He had a 2-run homer. Low, ball 1. Just misses inside, count is 2 balls and no strikes. That's precisely the way that the first at-bat against Welker began. Fouls off the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Back to the screen, count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Colton. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off first here in the bottom of the 5th. Strike 3 looking, side retired. It is now an official ball game. 5 innings have been played, and the Bronx Knights lead 5-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Pitching change for the Angels. Carlos Parra makes his 33rd appearance from the bullpen. He has no record. His ERA is 4.09. 33 appearances in June. Oof, a lot of appearances. So, Chris Ramos turns around, switch hitter batting from the right side now against the lefty Parra. And he grounds it up the middle, back through the... Oh, wait, no, nice play. Spin, pirouetted. What a great play by the shortstop. Wow. That was an excellent play. Come on, give us a replay. No replay. Well, he's the first out of the inning. Bullpen for the Angels is active. Michael O'Rourke is 1 for 1. He walked and hit a solo home run in the 4th. And he pulls it foul, strike 1. Inside, ball 1, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1. Just missed hitting him. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike on O'Rourke. Hitter's count. Pulls it over the head of the first baseman and down into the right field corner. And he'll make a big turn. No, he's continuing to second. Strong throw, but offline. And it'll be a 1-out double for O'Rourke. His 21st double of the season. Let's see the replay. When he hit it, showed absolutely no hesitation. He was running for second. A strong throw might have gotten him, but it was offline. So, Jacob Salazar's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Steps up from the right side. And he pulls it foul, strike one. Chases the pitch outside. Down the third base line, Arenado fires across the diamond for the second out. Look the runner back to second, so no advance on the base pass. So with two down, Benny LoCicero is 2 for 2. He has 2 home runs today. His second in the fourth was this one. Straightaway center, basically. Kenny hit a third. He has a runner in scoring position at second base with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Fouls it back to the screen for strike one. His average with runners in scoring position is .382. It's 100 points higher from his seasonal average. Oh, he hits it high and far. It is gonzo. Benny LoCicero has 3 home runs in this game today. Number 15, 16, and 17. And just like that, it is a 7-2 ball game. Oh, yeah. Here's the replay. Boom. Benny is on fire. Matt Saps is up. 7-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Right at the knees for strike one. Grounds it up the middle. Diving attempt by the shortstop, but threw into center field. And the inning will continue. Saps is at first with a single.
Now batting, number 79.
Matt Termini's up. 0 for 2 today. High, ball one. Ball 2, 2-0. Matt Termini is brings a 13 game hitting streak into this game. Oh, and he may have 14. That is gonzo. That is another home run from the Bronx Knights. That's Matt Termini's 5th homer of the season, a 2-run shot. And it's a 9-2 ball game. Hoo-ah. Also, hit number 14 day in a row. 14, he's hit in 14 straight. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, with 2 outs. Pitching change, Emmanuel Clace making his 30th appearance from the bullpen. He's 3-1 with a 4.68 earned run average. He gets to face the catcher, Anthony Miller, who's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. He's looking to stop the bleeding. Inside ball one. Ball 2. Count is 2 balls, no strikes on Miller. He's a little late on the inside fastball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Jams him. Skies it to shallow right field. And Blade races in to make the catch to finally retire the side. But halfway through the 6th inning, it's a 7-run ball game. The Bronx Knights lead 9-2. Bottom of the 6th. Jeremy Pena is 0 for 2. He steps in.
The shortstop, Jeremy.
Fouls it off. Down the third baseline. Check that first baseline. Strike one. Grounds it weakly to Ramos over at second. Throws over to Mattingly at first, and there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Angels,
JJ Blade is 0 for 2. Steps in. Skies it deep the other way. Long run for O'Rourke, who at the warning track makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter, the third
Fewest
baseman,
home runs team.
Noah.
So the Knights, I don't really, I guess we're on the list for the fewest home runs. Oh well. Angels are second on that list. Well, Nolan Arenado, 0 for 2. At the knees for strike 1.
0-1.
Hits it deep towards the gap. Long run for O'Rourke, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So 6 innings of baseball. It's a 7-run lead as the Bronx Knights lead 9-2. Max is 0 for 3. Leads off here in the top of the 7th against Place.
Number 38.
That's in there, strike 1. Right on the corner. Cut fastball high, ball 1, count 1 ball and 1 strike on Luklich. And he pulls it foul, strike 2, into the dugout. And he slices it deep, but into the stands. Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls off the 101 mile an hour fastball just to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. And he lines it, just past the outstretched arm of the first baseman into foul territory. We'll do it again. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. The breaking ball hit him. Got a piece of the uniform. And the leadoff man will be on.
23. John.
Max has an awful lot of speed, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was running. Don Mattingly steps up. 0 for 3. He has not joined the hit parade here in this blowout. Cut fastball outside corner, strike 1. And he jams him a little bit, pulls it into the right field. Blade makes the catch, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, second base.
Solo home run from Chris Ramos. He is 1 for 3 today. Steps up. Quick throw to first. Luklich is back.
That's the ball.
Low ball 1. 1-0. Cut fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ramos.
Oh.
2-1.
2-1.
Triple digits on the radar gun. Swing and a miss. The high fastball. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jams him with the heater. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Runner leads off first. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 7th. Will the runner be in motion? Quick throw to first, just in case he was. Full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Outside corner, he catches him looking, and there's 2 down here in the 7th. Does not like the call. You can see it from his facial expression.
The left fielder, Mike.
Too close to take. You cannot take that pitch with 2 strikes. So, Mike O'Rourke is 2 for 2 with a walk. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 strike.
He's 5 for 12 in the series with a home run. Oh, he hits it high and deep. Takes a little bow, and that's his 2nd home run of the game. Number 16 on the season. And it is a 10-2 ball game here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. He did it again. Come on, you're going to let him fool you twice? Come on, how can you let him fool you twice? He just did it. Here's the replay. Bang! And he takes a little bow to the fans. He's going to get hit with a baseball someday. There's going to be a bench clearing brawl. So Jacob Salazar steps to the plate. He is 0 for 3 today. I'm sorry, it's 11 to 2. My bad. You said it was 10 to 2. That was a swing and a miss. Strike one. That was a 2-run homer by Michael O'Rourke, not a solo homer. My mistake. Fouls off the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Salazar. And he jammed him. Shortstop. Oh, scooped it out of the dirt. Nice play at first base. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. It's a laugher as the Bronx Knights have a 9-run lead, 11 to 2.
And leading up for the Angels,
Bottom of the 7th.
the center fielder.
Domingo Santana leads off. Grounds it to the third baseman. Termini fires. 1 away. Zarski's only thrown 62 pitches here in the 7th. Beatty is 0 for 2. 1 down. Just misses with the slider. Ball 1.
1-0.
Skies it to center. Lazy fly ball for Luke Litch. Makes the catch. And there is 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Sam Hilliard struck out twice today. He's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss at the slider. Out in front. Strike 1. So if the score stays the way it is, Pizarski will get his 5th win of the season. They will sweep the the Anaheim Angels. So we'll get back to that as Mattingly steps on first for the 3rd out of the inning. 7 innings of baseball complete. It's a 9-run ball game. Bronx Knights 11 to 2. Oh, good fun game. So, a chance to hit 4 home runs. Benny LoCicero, I don't know why they're showing this replay because it's Benny LoCicero's turn to hit. If he gets a home run here, he'll have 4 home runs in a game, a feat that has not been done all that often in baseball. Pitch is high, ball 1. Can he do it?
No.
Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Benny. He'll get a hit and he'll be 4 for 4, but it will not be a home run. He leads off the top of the 8th with a single. I'm sure he's happy about that. Manager, substitution. Benny LoCicero will be replaced by Hunter Renfroe. If we went 4 for 4 with 3 home runs, time to put somebody else in there. It's a 9-run ball game. Matt Saps is up. Time to give some backup players some playing time. High and tight, ball 1. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Fouls off the high fastball. Can't lay off of the high cheese. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Saps. At the knees, strike 2. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he's out in front of the slider. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Out number 1, check that. He is 1 for 4 today.
Number 79.
Nasty breaking ball. Next up is Termini, who had a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3. I'm sure he'd like another 2-run homer. And he won't get it, but he drives him deep to the outfield. The right fielder, Day, makes the catch, and there are 2 down.
Now that.
Anthony Millo steps in. He's 0 for 3. I'm sure he'd like to get himself a hit before the game is over. Pulls it foul, strike 1. Big difference between 0 and 4 and 1 and 4. Let's see. Skies it the other way down the line, curving into the seats. Foul for strike number 2.
Oh.
1 ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Campusano. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Millo. Just gets a piece of the cut fastball to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Runner leads off first. Grounds it towards the hole and through, and he gets his hit. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Millo's 1 for 4.
Now batting, number 38. Ladies and gentlemen.
Pitching change, John Brebbia, 18th appearances. This is his 19th. He has no record. His ERA is 7.94. The lineup turns over. It is Max Luklich. He's 0 for 4. Swing and a miss, the high fastball. Strike 1. Runner leads off first and second. Here's the pitch. Out in front of the changeup, the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And hits him again. Another hit by pitch. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. He had him down 0-2. He hits him.
Don Mattingly.
Obviously no intent. So Don Mattingly has the bases loaded with 2 out here in the top of the 8th. He is 0 for 4 today. Outside corner, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count quickly falls to no balls and 2 strikes. High 1 and 2. And he pulls it foul into the dugout. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Donnie Baseball. And he pulls it foul. Drove it, but we'll have to do it again. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first, second, and third. The score is already 11-2. Will they increase the lead? Just gets a piece of the fastball, fouls it off to stay alive. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he skies it to center. Off the end of the bat, Domingo Santana is there. And the side is retired. They leave the bases loaded. However, it's a 9-run ball game. The Bronx Knights are leading 11-2.
Your attention, please.
Hunter Renfroe takes over in right field. I'm going to do some substitutions. When you have a lead this big, you got to do that. Okay, hold on. Manager's office, substitution. Max is coming out of the game. Margot is going to go into the game. Max.
The second baseman.
No, not the bullpen. Manager, substitutions. Anthony Millo's coming out of the game. Roberto Perez behind the plate.
Your attention, please. Now,
manager's office, substitutions. Okay, Jacob Salazar for Francisco Lindor. Yes.
Number 55.
Okay, and that's it. We'll leave the guy on the bench. So he's in there for the 8th. He's only thrown 67 pitches. Grounds it to Francisco Lindor, who throws in time. He gets his hands dirty quickly for 1 away. Campusano's 2 for 2. There's 2 singles, a run scored. He's been busy. One of the few in the Angels lineup. Strike 1. Just misses inside off the plate. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on the catcher. Campusano. And he hits it into right field for a base hit. Renfroe fires. Oh, almost caught the catcher first. Hard ground ball. 2 hops to Renfroe. He throws to first and almost catches him. Slow catchers can sometimes get caught at first base if they're not careful. Anyway, so there's one out hit, runner at first. Colton Welker is 1 for 2. He does have a 2-run homer today. Fouls it off for strike 1. Out in front of the changeup, strike 2. Inside, ball 1. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Colton. Just gets a piece. We'll do it again. Line drive, center field. Margot is there, makes the catch for the 2nd out. So the 2 replacements of Francisco Lindor and Manuel Margot are the ones that get action. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Pena steps in. He's 0 for 3. Strike 1 at the knees. Grounds it up the middle. Oh, mistake in the outfield. And it will be an accidental double. So Margot misplays it into a double, his 14th of the season. 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Initially ran the wrong direction. Must have, maybe got something in his eye. Who knows? So, hold on a second. Manager, bullpen. Bumgarner will warm up and come in if necessary. Hits it high and deep. Long run. He makes the catch to retire the side. And that will be all here in the bottom of the 8th. As the 2 runners are left on stranded, it's an 11-2 ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Craig Kimbrell comes in. Manager, bullpen. Bumgarner is scheduled to put him in the game. So it's 8 innings pitched, 2 runs for Brendan. Well, good enough. Chris Ramos is 1 for 4 with a 2-run homer. A solo homer, maybe. I don't remember. Low, ball 1. Right on the corner, count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Ramos. Oh, high, deep, and that is Gonzo. That's his 2nd homer of the game, his 25th of the season here in June for the Bronx Knights, and it is a 12-2 ball game. .442 feet. What can I say? Bang. Wow. Deep. Michael O'Rourke is up. It's 12-2. He's 3 for 3 today. 2 homers himself. And he slashes it to center, but Domingo Santana is there. And there's 1 away. He's 3 for 4. Francisco Lindor substitution, hitting .313 on the season, steps in. He's in there for Salazar. And he hits it high and deep. Off the bench, a solo shot for Francisco Lindor. It's 13-2. That's Lindor's 4th home run of the season. And when it rains, it pours. Boom. It's just one of those games, Angels. For those Angels fans that are still in the seats.
Your attention, please.
So, pitching change. Sir Anthony Dominguez, 23rd appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 1-2 with a 2.66 earned run average. Hunter Renfroe, 283 on the season. His first at-bat in the game. Fouls off the 100-mile-an-hour fastball from Dominguez. Scores 13-2 Knights. Out in front of the slider, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. And there's 2 down and strikes out.
Now batting.
Matt Saps is up. He's 1 for 4 with a single. And he pulls it high but playable. And the final out is made. So we go to the bottom of the... I'm sorry, is the bottom of the... Yes, the bottom of the 9th. They need 11 runs to tie. Will they do it? I hope not. Let's rock and roll. In from the bullpen to pitch the 9th in garbage time. Former starter, World Series MVP, but now in the bullpen for the Bronx Knights. Madison Bumgarner making his 18th appearance. He is pitching well. He's 4-1, he's 2 saves, and his ERA is under 3. He gets to face Nolan Arenado, who's 0 for 3 today.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And the pitch is high, ball 1. And he pulls it foul. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike on Arenado. In the dirt, ball 2, 2-1. Count is 2-2. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on the third baseman. Oh, just missed. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bumgarner thought he had him. Jams him. First base side, Mattingly's there. Makes the catch, 1 away here in the 9th. The line for Pizarski, 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Only 79 pitches in 8 innings. That's a hell of a line. His only mistake was that 2-run homer to Colton Welker. But they gave him enough runs to make up for it. So Domingo Santana steps up to the plate. He fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. He's 0 for 3 today. And he lines it down the first base line, but it just curves foul. Strike 2. Misses low, ball 1. Pops him up behind the plate. The substitution, Perez, is there, makes the catch, and they're down to their final out here in this 3-game set. They're poised to lose 3 straight. The Bronx Knights will be 21 games over 500 for the first time this season. Takes strike 1. Beatty is 0 for 3. Grounds it through the box, back up the middle, and with 2 outs in the 9th, he refuses to be the final out of the game. Beatty is on first with a single. That's how you protect your batting average. You don't give up on, give up on yourself. Sam Hilliard, 0 for 3. In there, strike one with cut fastball. Out in front of the changeup, we're down to their final strike of the ball game. Just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. Swing and a miss, strike three, ball game over, and they have swept the Anaheim Angels with a final of 13-2. Brendan Pizarski gets his 5th win of the season, and there was a host of home runs in this game. We'll go through them. But before we do that, let's do the line score. So, Bronx Knights, 13 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Like I said, Brendan Pizarski gets the win. He's, I believe, 5-2, perhaps 5-1. George Kirby gets the loss. Benny LoCicero was 4 for 4 with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. So, Benny had 3 homers. O'Rourke had 2 homers. Ramos had 2 homers. Termini had a home run. So right there, you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 home runs in the game. It's possible that there was another that I'm forgetting. So, this has been a very enjoyable broadcast of Bronx Knights baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope every game is exactly like this because it was fun. So until next time, thanks for so much. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you like Dungeons and Dragons, we play D&D on Monday nights. Check us out. Anyway, have a great night.